And this is notice to all of my future employers in the tech world. If you want my loyalty, you've got to get me a full Welsh, or what Simon calls a full English breakfast every time. A friend of a friend, who's my new boss colleague, has invited me to his house to do some work, and he's got a shower. And that's all you're seeing. So, after a hard day's programming, I found a lovely little pull-in here in the Thorpe Marshes, just north of the River Yar, south of Norwich. Wow. You wonder how, in the Stone Age, they ever managed to populate these lands. Except, of course, just below the surface here is fossilised sponge, commonly known as flint, that really got the Stone Age going. Right, slam in some spag bol, inverter on, timer on, and look at the train. Now that, in the trade, is what you call production value. Imagine how much budget you'd have to put into your own small film if you had to commission and build all that on a set. This is low production value. The cheapest... As of 2020, it was the cheapest van you could buy in Britain on Gumtree with a small MOT. Can't believe I've never said that before. So, join me on a walk through the Thorpe Marshes, where we shall encounter the song of reed warblers and the calls of magpies. Join me. Drains dating back to the Bronze Age level the Thorpe Marshes, just southeast of Norwich, in east of England. You may remember a recent episode. I was exploring the woods over there on my break from my second day's programming. Sometimes you just have to stop and smell the roses. No one knows how long they have. Well, how am I going to get out of this now? Basically, you didn't see it on video, but I slid down the last bit. Yep. And that, people, is 54 years old and 18 stone. Never guessed by looking at me, but that's 18 stone there. And here we see a breeding couple of pied wagtails chattering away in the branches. Well, you probably can't see them, but you can hear them. This is the common mallard. And not many people realise you can impersonate the common mallard by vibrating the loose flap if you've had a molar removed, such as thus. It's amazing how fast ducks can waddle. Here you can clearly see them matching the pace of the Homo sapiens, namely James, the camera-shy cameraman. Now, James, you see, believes that you shouldn't zoom in on a shot like that you should take in the whole scene, whereas I'm more of one for taking an establishing shot and then zooming on the subject. So those of you at home, or in your camper vans, watching this on a telephone, you'll see the subject of the centre more closely. Whereas for me, after I've gone to do the establishing shot thus, I will zoom in on the subject and follow their motion, maybe adding a little bit of foreground parallax for scale. And we're being stared at. Hello. Not that I'm sponsored, but I'm loving this Capri Sun cherry aid, and it's cherry fruit juice with no additives. And then home sweet home. Wasn't plugged in.